The culinary landscape of Arizona, from the bacon-wrapped bliss of the Sonoran Hot Dog to the squeaky delight of Arizona cheese curds, and all those incredible desert flavors in between like prickly pear and saguaro fruit. We've hit some serious home runs today. My taste buds are still doing the electric slide. These 10 dishes are just a taste, a delicious introduction to the incredible food scene waiting for you in the Grand Canyon State. All right. What is up, food fanatics, and welcome to the channel. Your main man, Sikandar Ali, is here, and today, we're taking a righteous road trip into the heart of the Grand Canyon State. Get ready to buckle up your taste buds, because we're about to send them on a one-way ticket to Flavortown, Arizona style. This ain't no mirage, my friends. This is the real deal, sun-drenched, spice-infused, and totally off the hook. Today, we're diving into the top 10 foods in Arizona that every tourist must try. We're talking legendary eats, local secrets, and dishes that are gonna make you want to slap your mama. But don't actually do that. Just enjoy the grub. Arizona's got a flavor profile as diverse and epic as its landscape, from desert heat to mountain-high deliciousness. We're gonna explore it all, from the street food sizzle to the sit-down sensations. This is gonna be a full-throttle food adventure, so make sure you're hungry. You know, when you roll into a new town, a new state, the best way to really get the vibe, to connect with the soul of the place, is through its food, man. It's the universal language of welcome, friend. Pull up a chair and dig in. Food tells a story, a history of the people, the land, and the traditions that make a place unique. So if you're heading to Arizona, you gotta come correct and experience its culture one delicious bite at a time. Let's do this. Kicking things off with a real heavyweight champion of Arizona street food, the Sonoran Hot Dog. This ain't your average ballpark Frank, wrapped in bacon, smothered in beans, and topped with a fiesta of flavors. Onions, tomatoes, mayo, mustard, jalapeno sauce, the whole shebang. A flavor explosion born right out of the borderlands. Its history is as rich as its toppings. Migrated from Hermosillo to Tucson and Phoenix in the mid-20th century. A beautiful blend of cultures making Arizona's food scene dynamic. A true taste of the Southwest, an absolute icon. Alright, next up on our Arizona flavor journey, we're diving into a true Southwestern classic, the Navajo Taco. A big, beautiful, pillowy piece of golden brown fry bread loaded with deliciousness. Comfort food cranked up to 11. The star is the fry bread itself, a symbol of survival and cultural identity. Crispy outside, soft inside, slightly sweet, topped with savory ground beef or chicken, pinto beans, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and cheese. Alright, flavor crew, let's talk about a dish that's as fun to say as it is to eat. The Chimachanga. Yeah, you heard me right. We're talking about a deep-fried burrito, a golden brown parcel of pure, unadulterated joy. If you like burritos and you like things that are crispy and delicious, then hold on tight, because the Chimichanga is about to become your new best friend in Arizona. This is a heavyweight contender in the Southwestern Comfort Food Olympics. Born in Tucson, Arizona, the Chimichanga is a deep-fried burrito filled with savory goodness. Legend says it was an accidental creation at El Charro Cafe. A chef dropped a burrito into a fryer, and a legend was born. Crispy outside, steamy inside, it's a flavor bomb. Find chimichangas on menus across Arizona, especially in Tucson. Alright, next up, we're simplifying things a bit, but don't let that fool you, because this next Arizona staple is pure, cheesy, crispy dynamite. I'm talking about the cheese crisp, my friends. Now you might be thinking, Guy, Sikandar, isn't that just like a big flat quesadilla? And you'd be kinda right, but also kinda wrong, because the Arizona cheese crisp is its own unique, glorious creation. A true Sonoran specialty that's all about that crunch. Imagine a giant flour tortilla, laid out flat, covered edge to edge with a generous layer of shredded cheese, usually a good melting cheese like Monterey Jack, cheddar, or a Mexican blend. Then it's baked or broiled until the cheese is bubbly and golden brown, and the tortilla itself becomes incredibly crispy, almost like a giant cracker. It's simple, yes, but sometimes the simplest things are the most mind-blowingly delicious, and this is one of them. The beauty of the cheese crisp, often called a quesadilla grande in some spots, lies in its versatility and its satisfying texture. It's believed to have originated in Tucson restaurants, a way to use up those large flour tortillas and create a shareable, munchable appetizer or a light meal. It's a local favorite, a go-to snack that's been gracing Arizona tables for decades. Alright, flavor adventurers, now we're venturing off the beaten path a little right into the heart of the Sonoran Desert to talk about something truly unique to Arizona and the Southwest. The prickly pear cactus. Yeah, you heard that right, we're eating cactus. But don't worry, we're not talking about chomping down on a spiky plant. We're talking about the delicious fruit and even the pads of this iconic desert dweller. It's a taste of the wild, man. The prickly pear cactus, with its flat green pads called nopales, and vibrant magenta-colored fruit, called tunas, is a super recognizable symbol of the desert. Native peoples of this region have been using prickly pear for food and medicine for centuries, long before any restaurants were slinging Sonoran hot dogs. It's a testament to their deep understanding of the local environment and their ability to find sustenance in even the harshest conditions. This is ancient food, full of history. So what does it taste like? The fruit, the tuna, is the real star for many. Once you get past the tiny spines, which are carefully removed, don't you worry. The flesh is sweet, juicy, and has a flavor often compared to a cross between watermelon and bubblegum, with a slightly tangy kick. It's incredibly refreshing, especially in that desert heat. Alright, let's keep our desert culinary exploration going with something truly special. Something that whispers the secrets of the ancient Sonoran landscape, mesquite flour bread. Now, when you think of flour, you're probably picturing wheat, right? But out here in Arizona, the hardy mesquite tree offers up its seed pods, which, when ground, create a naturally sweet, gluten-free flour with a unique, slightly smoky, and molasses-like flavor. This is next-level baking, folks. Mesquite trees are super common throughout the Sonoran Desert, and for centuries, Native American communities like the Tohono O'odham and Pima have relied on their pods as a vital food source. They would gather the long, bean-like pods, dry them, and then grind them into a nutritious meal or flour. This wasn't just sustenance, it was a deep connection to the land, a sustainable practice that honored the gifts of the desert. Talk about eating local. So what's the deal with mesquite flour bread? It's got this incredible, distinctive taste, subtly sweet, a little bit earthy, with hints of cinnamon, cocoa, and caramel. Because the flour is naturally sweet, breads and baked goods made with it often require less added sugar. It also has a wonderful aroma when it's baking, filling the air with a warm, inviting scent that's pure desert magic. It's a flavor profile you won't find anywhere else. Get ready, folks, because we're about to talk about a food that comes from one of the most iconic symbols of the American West, a true giant of the Sonoran Desert, the saguaro cactus, and specifically, we're after its fruit. Harvesting saguaro fruit is an ancient tradition, a seasonal event that's deeply woven into the cultural fabric of the native peoples of this region, particularly the Tohono O'odham, for whom the saguaro harvest marks the new year. The saguaro cactus, those majestic, arm-reaching figures that dot the Arizona landscape, produce beautiful white flowers in late spring, which then mature into ruby-red fruit at the very top of their tall stems and arms, usually in late June or July. These fruits are packed with tiny black seeds and sweet, bright red pulp. Reaching them is no easy task, often requiring long poles made from saguaro ribs, a skill passed down through generations. What does this desert treasure taste like? The fresh saguaro fruit pulp is sweet, a bit like a fig or a date, with a slightly tangy, earthy undertone. Alright, spice fiends, buckle up because this next Arizona must-try is gonna light a fire under your taste buds. We're talking about the Chilapin pepper, the mother of all chilies. These ain't your mild-mannered bell peppers, folks. These are tiny, round, red bullets of pure, unadulterated heat, native to the Sonoran Desert and packing a serious punch. If you like it hot, then the Chilapin is your Arizona spirit animal. These little dynamos are wild peppers, considered by many to be the only chili pepper native to the United States. They grow on small bushes in the desert foothills and canyons, and they've been harvested and used by indigenous peoples for thousands of years, not just for flavor and spice, but also for medicinal purposes. They're small, about the size of a pea, but don't let their size fool you. They are intensely hot, with a heat that comes on fast and furious but then dissipates relatively quickly, leaving a delicious, smoky, fruity flavor behind. So what's the big deal about these tiny fire starters? Their heat is legendary, often ranking high on the Scoville scale, but it's more than just raw power. Chilapins have a complex, nuanced flavor that's highly prized by chilla heads and chefs alike. They add a unique, bright, and zesty kick to salsas, stews, sauces, and marinades. Hold up, Flavor Crusaders, I know what you're thinking, Sikandar, my man. Didn't we already talk about fry bread with the Navajo Tacos? And you're absolutely right, we did. But fry bread is such an iconic, versatile, and beloved food in Arizona, especially within Native American communities, that it deserves its own spotlight beyond just being a taco base. This ain't just a vehicle for toppings. Fry bread is a star in its own right, a golden, pillowy cloud of deliciousness. As we touched on, fry bread was born from hardship and ingenuity using government-issued rations. But it has since evolved into a cherished cultural food, a symbol of resilience, community, and celebration. It's a staple at powwows, festivals, family gatherings, and roadside stands across Arizona and the Southwest. The smell of fry bread cooking is instantly recognizable and incredibly inviting, a promise of something warm, comforting, and utterly satisfying. While it forms the awesome base for Navajo tacos, fry bread is also enjoyed in many other ways. It can be eaten plain, hot from the fryer, with just a sprinkle of salt. Or for a sweet treat, it's often drizzled with honey, sprinkled with powdered sugar, or served with jam. Alright, last but certainly not least on our Arizona flavor tour, we're gonna get a little cheesy, a little squeaky, and a whole lot of delicious with Arizona cheese curds. Arizona has embraced the cheese curd, especially the deep-fried variety, and given it its own sun-drenched, southwestern spin. Cheese curds are fresh, young cheddar cheese known for their mild, slightly tangy flavor and that signature squeak. The real party starts when they hit the deep fryer. We're talking golden brown, battered nuggets of molten cheese, pure, unadulterated comfort food. The popularity of fried cheese curds has been on the rise across the country, and Arizona is no exception. Whoa, what a ride through the culinary landscape of Arizona. From the bacon-wrapped bliss of the Sonoran Hot Dog to the squeaky delight of Arizona cheese curds and all those incredible desert flavors in between like prickly pear and saguaro fruit. We've hit some serious home runs today. My taste buds are still doing the electric slide. These 10 dishes are just a taste, a delicious introduction to the incredible food scene waiting for you in the Grand Canyon State. So, when you visit, make sure you come hungry and ready to explore. Now, I want to hear from you, the real flavor experts out there. Did I miss any of your Arizona favorites? What's that one dish you dream about when you think of Arizona? Drop your recommendations, your stories, your go-to spots in the comments below. Let's turn this into a massive food conversation, sharing all that local knowledge and helping fellow travelers find the best eats. The more we share, the more delicious adventures we can all have. A huge, massive thank you for hanging out with me, Sikandar Ali, on this flavor journey today. If you had a blast, if you're feeling hungry, if you learned something new, then do your boy a solid. Hit that like button, share this video with your foodie friends, and most importantly, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any more off-the-hook adventures. Until next time, keep seeking out those righteous bites and stay hungry, my friends. Peace out.